I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. First and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Mike Spoke. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. 44 to Mike.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Recon, 132 fighter. Hard.
They'll run on first down. Evans. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Cooper was the target there. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Got it. Force the mic. 66. Pull it. Half. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At the 12-yard line.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Check. Press down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator. 80 weapons.
Switch up.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On first down, it's Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Set, ready. 70, Indy.
They're not ready for this, man.
Be driven.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Fair.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, check 24.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Browns nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's more on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Evans. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hey, Alpha.
53, check 53. Come on,
Get it.
Looking to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Number 53, Mike 53. Target. Switch.
General West. Snap.
2nd and 5. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Amari Cooper. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Miami.
Let's go. 8, read.
Check 53, Mike.
Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Tighten up.
Protein spill. Let's go.
On first down, it's Evans. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready up.
53, check 53. I got it. Check.
6-6, pull it high. Hit it.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I don't want to sound old or anything here, partner, but I remember the days in this situation where you just put the ball in the hands of a running back. Now, it could be anyone carrying the football to try and pick up a first down or a touchdown.
Set the tone, defense.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Slow. No.
5.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line. A 3-yard gain.
To throw is Jackson. Off the play fake. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a third down.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
44, Mike, 44. Armin. He's not going to get me.
Jackson now. Off play action. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 11. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 15.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run on first down. Evans. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Number 53, Mike 53.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, orbit.
Check. 53's mine. Check.
It goes.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Ready? Check.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Check. Cross.
Yeah.
Watch the twist.
On first down, it's Evans. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You ain't doing nothing. Pilot, 64, weak.
59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Undercross.
80 weapons.
Kill.
He's driven.
They'll try the left side. It's Evans. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Get in, baby.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Topper!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Another carry for the running back. Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go. Watch the Keystone travel. Hey, high 7.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Nice.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Letting one fly, and caught by Cooper for a Dolphins touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown in the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Rolling to his right. They'll get that one complete to Connor. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Leonard Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike, 53. Not today, you aren't. Not today. Quick dad.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. If you don't get this, boy, you think you won't get this?
6'6", pull it high.
36.
Check that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Out to his left. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting. But I think the ball's out. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This is Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run. The Browns are in. Touchdown. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Check 99. Check 99.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 60 yards. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second and goal, Jackson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Jackson. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 4 yards out. And the Browns get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
On the positive side, it did pick up a first down, and it was a decent gain. But from the defense's perspective, they're pretty happy it didn't break big. And when that happens, offense is now showing its hand. They've shown us that play. Maybe we can hold them the rest of the game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Miami.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
At the 47-yard line.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Miami, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati